Welcome to the another video from Simple Networking. In this video, we are going to see the OSPF neighbor state. So first I will tell you the OSPF states, then the each states what it will be happen. Finally, I will demonstrate in this simulation so that you will understand easily. If someone asks in the interview point of view, you can explain the light way. So please watch the video fully. So now I will tell you the OSPF states. So first state is a down, init, two-way, extract, exchange, load, and full. And we'll explain the state individually. So OSPF first state is down state. Okay, so down state and how the OSPF will communicate, right? So the OSPF multicast IP address is like 224.0.0.5, and we have one more 224.0.0.6. So 5 and 6 for the point-to-point connection or the normal OSPF connection. 6 generally the multicast IP will use for the DR/BDR. Okay, so how the exchange will be happen using this IP? The OSPF, the communication will be happen using this multicast IP address range. Okay, so the down state is the first state, right? So when we configuring the OSPF, once we hit the configuration, so OSPF, how the first the OSPF, so OSPF will send the hello packets from router 1 to router 2, right? So before sending the hello packet, that is the state is the down state. And moreover, on OSPF we have two router. The router 2 any unfortunately any connection is down, so router 1 will be wait for 40 seconds, right? Because the default second is 40 into hello interval, so default hello interval is 10, so 10 into 4 40. So once the no packet hello packet is received in the router 1 in 40 seconds, so that router will consider as the neighbor is considered as the down. So what it will be happen, so once it is the full state, that will be come into the down state. So I will that I will show you into the demonstration. Second state is init state. So init state in the sense like down, the hello packet is not sent, right? So in initiate hello packet will be sent from R1 to R2, but two-way communication has not been established, because when we are sending the hello packet, the router ID should be present into the hello packet. If that router ID is not present, that is not valid one. So in this state, hello packet will be sent, but the router ID will not be there into the hello packet. So next third state is the two-way state. So in this state, by direction communication, in the sense like two-way communication is established, the hello packet is sent from router 1 to router 2, and it will be contain the router ID. So here I'm just showing here, right? So just for example, I just mentioned 1.1.1. So once the router ID is there, so that is the valid hello packet. So the two-way communication will be happen in this state. So that's the reason it is two-way state. And DR/BDR election will be happen into the two-way state. There is high possibility in entry point of view. So DR/BDR election, which state it will be happen? So the answer is two-way state. Okay, so next state is the extract state. So extract state in the sense like, so it will be in before state in two-way DR/BDR election will be happen, right? In extract state, master and slave election will be happen. So this is also high possibility the the interview point of view, they will ask in which state the master and slave election will be happen. So answer is extract. So I will tell you what why we are again we having the election for master and slave. See, master and slave, so we have two-way communication is established here, right? So the next we want to share the exchange the information from router 1 to router 2, right? So which router want to send the information first, so that will be elected from the master and slave. So generally master will send the request in the sense like will send the information, then slave will be sent. So master will send, slave will be sent. So same way. So how the master and slave election will be happen, which is the router ID is highest to one, that will assume as the master. In exchange side, actually what it will be happen is like, so the each router will exchange their own information. Like R1 is having the some information, right? R1 router will have some information that router will send to R2. So same way router 2 will send some information to R1, right? So those kind of communication, those kind of exchange will be happen into this exchange state. So what it will be say in the technically like late database description. So database description will be exchanged from router 1 to router 2. Load in the sense, load is the one which um, yes. So exchange is the state. So in exchange state, what it will be happen, like database description will be exchanged from router 1 to router 2. So what are the information is router 1 is having, that will exchange from router 1 to router 2. Loading state, what it will be happen is like, if router 1 router 1 having some 10 information, router 9 is having router 2 is having only 9 information, just assume. Okay, so what it will do, so router 2 will request, seems to be my router is having some information is missing, can you just send me the updated one? So how it will be request is like, link state request is the one he will request to send me the update one. Okay, once that request is received from router 1, he will send the updated one. Okay, hey, take it my updated one. Okay, once he take it the updated one, he will send the acknowledgement, yes, I have received your information. So that is we will call as LSR, LSU, LSA, link state request, link state update, link state acknowledgement. Okay, so in this one, that all link state advertisement will be happen. So the last state is full state. Full state is like simple, once the router or OSPF configuration is done, it is up and running. In this sense, up and running means that is the full state. So I will quickly summarize the each state. So down is the hello packet is not received from the neighbor. Reason is, once we created the neighbor, once we form the OSPF, the within a fraction of second, that is the state is like down state. The second one is the init. The hello packet is not received. The two-way communication is not established. The reason is, the hello packet is received. However, the hello packet does not have the valid one. The router ID should be presented to the hello packet, that will not be there, so that is considered as the not valid one. Two way, the router the hello packet will be having from a router 1 to router 2, and it will be contain the router id, so that is the valid one. So router 1 router 2 will have exchange the hello information, and the communication will be established, that we will say as bi-directional communication is established. Once it is done, then dr bdr election will be happen into this state. The second state, the fourth state is like extract state. Master and slave election will be happen. Once the election is what which router id is having the highest one, that will determine as the master. So master will send the information, same way the slave will be send their information. Okay, so exchange state is the sending the exchange the database description from router 1 to router 2. Okay, the loading in the sense, like, if any information wants to exchange from one router to router, so it will be act as a lsr, lsu, lsa. Okay, so once everything is done, the router is up and running, that is the final, that is the final state. The final state is like full state. Okay,
Going to explain the OSPF neighbor state here in simulation. So I took two router here. The router IP address is 192.168.1.1. Here 1.2 here. I configured the OSPF here, and here the OSPF state is up and running. I will just type show IP OSPF neighbor here, and I will open this command prompt here. Here also the same way. So what I'm going to do here is like to show you the OSPF down state. So I could not able to show you into the here. The reason is down is the first state, right? We could not see here. So instead of that, I'm going to use other tricks. So I'm going to remove the OSPF into this router. So after 40 seconds, the 40 seconds why I'm saying is like the default dead timer is 40 seconds, right? So after 40 seconds we will get the display like full to down. Okay, so in this way only I could able to show you the down state. Once the state is showing here, I will show you the next by next. So if you see here, full to down. So now we are the down state. If I type show IP OSPF neighbor, here we could not get the replay here. Now down state is we have seen. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to configure the OSPF. Once I configure the OSPF, I will click the simulation, then we'll get the replay, we'll get the output one by one here. I'm just making the start here. I will open the command prompt here. So once I hit the command prompt, we will start seeing the state one by one. So now it is not there. So the state is now init. So after init, it would be a two-way state. So we'll wait to see the other state in few minutes. So it is still it is in its state. So you know, right, in its state, that the hello packet will be there, but the router ID will not be there. In two-way only, the router ID will be there, and the bi-direction communication will be happen, and DR VDA election will be happen here. If you see here after init, the that would be the output will be come like exchange slash extract slash DR or BDR. We'll see how it is coming here. Still it is now it is in extract state slash dr, in the sense like two-way we have that the two-way state is not shown here. So after two-way it is extract state. Now dr bdr election is happen in the extract state. Now that master and slave also happen. Now in the exchange state, what it will be happen, it will share the database description. After database description, we will get the load and full. Load and full we no need to see in the show IP OSPF neighbor command. In the output itself, the syslog output only, it will be shown from loading to full here. If you see here, loading to full is down. So far have shown the all the state here from down to full, except two-way. So far, I have explained the OSPF state and explained in shown in the demonstration. I hope this video will help you to understand easily the OSPF state. If you have any question, please write into the comments. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you.